Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kids on Bikes, sponsored by Hunter Entertainment, of course, on Roll20. We're super excited to bring you our adventure in the town of Techburg. So let's go around and give some intros, who we are, pronouns, character names, and anything else that y'all want to share. Let's start with Shu.
Hi everyone, my name is Shu. I am an actor, comedian, writer, all of that stuff kind of, before this whole thing happened. You can find my comedic writing and everything else on my Twitter at hellothereship.com.
All right, let's move on to Kailey.
Hi, I'm Kailey Bray. You can find me on Twitter at HobbleBarbarian. I do lots of acting, game running, streaming nonsense. And I'm playing Meadow McKinley, the scout, and we both use she, her pronouns.
All right. Actually, Shua, do you want to say your character?
Yep, totally forgot that. Good Monday. I'm doing real well today.
You had to go first. It's the law.
Well, you're very kind. My character's name is Winter. Both of our pronouns are she, hers. And Winter Lee is a fan of methane.
Yeah, sweet. Markeia.
Hey, I'm Markeia McCarty. I work with Hunters Entertainment. I am a host and TTRPG player. You might have seen me with Geek and Sundry, Hyper RPG, bouncing around a bunch of different channels and are hosting or interviewing for Nerdist. And so I'm she, her pronouns, and so is my character. My character is Mana Pepperwood. She is a old soul and an 11-and-a-half-year-old body. And she's very spiritual. She's trying to find the sounds of her gods through her DJ music. And along with that, she happens to be extremely goth and is the daughter of the mayor of Techburg. So,
Yeah. All right. Noir.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram as the Noir Enigma. You can find me on TikTok by dropping the. I will be playing Thaddeus J. Chadwick IV, or just call me Ford. It's cool. Party.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
I laugh because I know there's one person out there in particular who's told me about this, that they hate that. So I'm just going to derive some pleasure out of it.
I don't know. I feel like there's a variety of things. I feel like every time you say party, I think one listener says, yeah, party. Like I feel like you're connecting with at least one person, giving that to you. So, I'm Shareef. I'm your GM. But of course, as you know, Kids on Bikes is very collaborative. So while I am facilitating things, we're all contributing and popping things in and, building this world. As a matter of fact, that was our last session. When we met last week for session 0, we came up with the name, we came up with where it is, all that stuff. So I just want to give a really short recap of where we are. So we are in Techburg, is the name of our town. We're about 45 minutes northwest of Chicago. So we are a exurb, I believe is the name that would be. And we are a town that has recently had a big manufacturer leave, the Chemty water treatment plant. So we're kind of dealing with I can't even think of the word, with what happens after that, the drawbacks, I don't know why words. So we're dealing with the fallout from that. That's what I was trying to say, the fallout. And there's a couple of organizations that we came up with. There's the Homegrown Historical Preservation Society. There's a Techburg Small Business Association. There's T-Bergen Park right in the middle of our town. Chadwick's Quarry. And there are 2 schools that are kind of in competition here. And there's a bunch of rumors that we came up with as well, that you'll hear about as we go through the game. And what I want to do at the beginning of this is we didn't quite finish our character building process. So we came up with the characters and the names and the personalities and like the stats behind each character. But we didn't talk about how the characters know each other. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to see if any characters have existing like relationships, and like they don't have to, right? You can say, hey, like my character is brand new to the town, or my characters are kind of like isolated, or you can be like, yo, that's my sister, or something. It can go all the way. So I'm gonna go around and ask if anyone has any prior relationships, and then we'll ask about those relationships, and then we actually have a system where we're gonna ask each other questions that are gonna help to flesh out what some of those things are. So let's start in the reverse order now. So Noir, do you have any existing relationships with Meadow, Mana, or Winter?
Well, like, seeing that Mana is on the richer side of things, along with your boy Four here, I'm sure we've seen each other at high society functions that we got dragged to. I know that Four wasn't about that scene, but you gotta go to make appearances or whatever, and it keeps your old man off my back, so party. So I'm not sure how Nana feels about those kind of functions, but if she's not about it, then they both might have been in the corner, kind of ducking all of the priming and gossip that rich folks do.
Okay, so it's more that you've seen her in passing, but so like you would recognize her. Obviously, she's the mayor's daughter. Like you would recognize her, but like you haven't have you talked to her before? Have you done any of that, or is it more like, hey, I don't like these things?
I mean, not to be rude, but I probably wouldn't have gone and talked to her. She's kind of weird.
Wow. Okay. Well, okay. There we go. All right. So you've been in the same space before, but like not really a thing. Okay, great. That works for me. And I'm assuming any relationships with anyone else or no?
Let's see. Just going over all the notes that I have here.
So they're all on that doc that I sent. They're like on the the last page.
So I'm probably gonna say no, just because we have two loner weirdos and then the scout. I don't see him being wherever the scout would be.
Oh no.
Probably not.
I don't know. Okay, great.
I mean, I didn't see anybody mention a gym. What the hell, guys?
All right, so the plastic beauty, not staying to himself. Okay, Markeia, you are the daughter of the mayor. Do you have any prior relationships with Four, Meadow, or Winter?
Yeah, I think that Mana definitely would travel around to different places trying to find the strongest spiritual energy for her rituals, like within town. Some places have power, others don't. And during those times, I feel like she would have run into Meadow, off the beaten path kind of a thing. And it got to like a talking, like a acquaintance kind of relationship, to a point where I think like Mana would have left things in places that she knew that Meadow would be. And I think that maybe that started getting reciprocated, like not here's my mixtape level, but here's a black candle with inscriptions and your name in it for you to burn for negativity, like that kind of a thing.
Okay. All right. I also love how mixtape level is like the top, like that is like the top. It's like not
so much
not
effort.
Quite,
that's effort and feeling and energy. It's like that's special.
That. Sweet. Okay. Great. All right. Anyone else or just Meadow?
I think that Mana is intrigued by 4. By having seen them like at parties before, but also hasn't talked to them because she legitimately believes that he's 2 souls in one body.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun with that.
I love it. I love that. All right, Kailey. Does Meadow have any prior relationships with For, Winter, or Mana?
Well, I know that she probably sees Winter and For at school, at high school, because they're all around the same age. And then when Mana started leaving stuff for Meadow, other places, Meadow absolutely started to reciprocate, but like things that she thinks that are witchy, but she's not really sure. But like she'll forage for things like calendula flowers or other like, herbs or local flora that she's like, I don't know, here's something for a magic spell, maybe.
Okay. Sure, cool. So like y'all are like leaving little things for like each other and like appreciation. I also like that. So is it like y'all have left stuff but haven't really like I guess have like y'all had a conversation before, or is it more like just leaving the stuff and like forming your friendship off of that? Like
I think we've totally had a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we just don't cross paths like at the same time as often, just because we don't. But yeah,
and that makes complete sense. You're in completely different circles. Like that makes absolute sense. Okay. Great. All right. So we got our relationship there, and Shu, just Winter, have a relationship with For, Meadow, or Mana Pepperwood.
No, Winter is the new girl in school, so she hasn't really met anybody. She eats lunch alone in the bathrooms. And she doesn't care about any of this at all because that's, of course, she would never admit to anyone that she cared.
Okay. Man, lunch in the bathroom. Oh, man. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So now that we have some relationships, now we're going to actually ask each other some questions. And the good thing about this, and this is part of the Kids on Bikes rule book, is that they have a list of questions that we actually ask each other based on if you know or don't know the person. So let me bring that list up so that I can read off of it. Okay, great. All right, so let's start with the people that know each other, and then we'll go with the people that don't know each other. So let's start with Winter and Mana. So I'll start with Winter. Sorry, with Meadow and Mana. Yeah. So Meadow, can you roll a D20 for me?
9.
Okay. So your question to Mana is, what is the kindest thing this character, what is the kindest thing that Mana has ever done for you?
Mana one day she knew that I had a big fight with my mom, and she left me a little like wooden box full of a healing spell to heal the relationship.
All right. Love it. All right, cool. Mana, can you roll me a d20 as well?
Ooh, 15.
Okay. What do you and and if like any of these questions don't like if you feel like they don't really fit your character, then we can just pick another one. So 15 is, what do you and Meadow have a mutual weird love for?
I think that they both appreciate decomposition and rot, composting. Like other people be like, oh, that's mildewed, and oh, stay away from there, it's rotting, and be like, no, it's just the cycle of life to its natural conclusion. That kind of a thing. So I think the both
and it's also
of them,
very good for plants,
right? It has to rot and become part of the circle again so that something else can grow.
Yeah, because of the nitrates.
Exactly. It's releasing the spirit back into the earth, like science says.
Yeah, that too.
I love that, how like Meadow's bringing in the scientific explanation of compost, and like Mana's like spirits. I love that.
Sure.
Fantastic. Okay. All right. So now there is a positive question and there is a negative question. Now we covered the positive ones for the relationship. Now, again, if there's a question that you feel like is completely out, we can roll and pick another one. So Meadow, can you roll another d20 for me?
14.
All right. Whoa, I don't know. Well, we'll see if this one would fit. Let's see. What would Mana have to do to get you to forgive them? And that can be hypothetically, it can be maybe something happened, or we can pick another question if you feel like that doesn't fit. Because the negative questions I feel like are a little sometimes they work and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Mana and I have really had conflict up to this point. Like not like anything very serious. I think that if anything were to kind of crop up, I think that I think I would need her to do something more related to science. Like, I feel like the only time that we have friction is when the magic and the science start to butt up against each other a little bit. So if she dismisses any of my interests, that's where any conflict crops up. So that would be, she would need to reach across the line, or reach across the aisle, as it were, and do something science-y.
Yeah, the classic science spirituality. I won't say.
It's a tough divide.
Yeah, I was about to say beef. I was like, it's not a beef. It's not like a rat beef or something. It's like it's a perspective. I like it. All right, so cross the line. Okay, great. Mana, can you roll a d20?
8.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I always feel bad when I'm reading these questions because I don't know. It
was great.
What role did Meadow play in the worst day of your life? Now she didn't have to cause it, but she had to, she had to play some kind of role either.
Mana had been working with a spiritual guide of hers for what seemed like forever for her, for like 3 whole months.
Mhm.
It was very intense. And then just when she was going to go to a spiritual place to then do a ritual for this guide, they deserted her, and she has not been able to be in contact with them since then. And they were very close to her for that 3 months, helping her get through societal events and everything. And as she sat there next to the chalice statue, just like doing like ugly crying in public, very loudly and dramatically, like hitting the statue and like, why forsake me? Like that. Meadow came along, and instead of doing what everybody else was doing, which was either staring or obviously not staring but standing there, she came up and gave her some of those portable tissues, and then hurried off to school. But like Mana stood there and like held those tissues and then was like, my guide didn't desert me. Just guides come in different forms.
Those are biodegradable.
I love it. Okay. All right. Awesome. Great. Okay. So let's go to, and don't like worry, Winter, because we do have questions for people that do not know anyone. So I want to do the knowledge first. So, all right. So now we got 4 and Mana. So 4, why don't you roll a roll a d20, or Noir, roll a d20, because like 4 does not have dice, is not like determining its own fate.
I rolled a 19.
19. All right. So what's your first memory of Mana?
Like, I remember being taken to this one fundraiser, right? It like sucked because there's nothing but like old people there just talking about all sorts of old people stuff. And I was scanning the rooms to see if there's anybody like my age or whatever. And then I saw Anna there, and I was like, I went to go talk to her, and very quickly realized that she was strange, but it was chill party.
All right. Okay. That's a memory. Okay. Mana, can you roll me a d20?
Oh, 20.
All right. Cool. Critical success on questions. Actually,
Yeah.
I wonder if they make the 20 question any different. I'm curious. Actually, I think it kind of is, because this is kind of a cool one. So, Mana, what item did 4 give you? Now, I know. Well, let's see. Maybe if y'all haven't really had much of a maybe that you, I don't know, somehow you have possession of that you treasure.
Oh man, I always give out party favors, even a weirdo, so it's cool. She probably has something to buy.
You wait, you gave her party favors?
Sure, dude. Like whatever.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's go there. Four gave her a joint at a society event, and even like on the side of it, he even like did like his own brand name on the side of it.
Wow.
Like there's a stylistic 4 or something like that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And to Mana seeing that, she was like, is this a messenger of Jupiter? With the
Awesome.
4.
I put 4
You know-
score on all my bloods because it's like 4 and score, and like also what that old dude with the hat said.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh my
I
god.
don't even know how to respond to that.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. that was, props to you. There is no, as far as I know, kids on bikes thing of inspiration, but I will find some way to reward you there because that was pretty good. I also like the idea of like you having a brand. It makes me think of the Blue Magic and American Gangster, like Denzel's movie, where he was like, he's like, that's my product. I stand by it. I can see you.
I was thinking of Mr. Smiley,
Denzel monologue.
Smiley face from like Half Baked.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I like that. Yeah, man. All right. Now we will get to one negative question. So for roll another Noir, roll another D20 for me, please.
All right. Let's get it. I rolled a 20. Okay, roll 20. We need to talk.
I don't know. Whatever is working, whatever it is.
No, you don't understand.
You know,
With Hunters Entertainment games, we need lower numbers, and roll 20 rolls high.
I have been in life and death situations where I've needed these rolls, and I'm getting them for questions. We're gonna have to talk after this.
That's great. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. How did Mana? Well, I don't know. Well, whatever. How did Mana betray you the last time you confided in them? This could be related to Fourscore.
Oh no, I got this. I know exactly the betrayal. So we were at another like fundraiser or party thing or whatever, and there's this guy in town that does not shut up. Like, he's one of those people that keeps you trapped in a conversation. And me and Mana, we were talking about how much this dude sucks, right? And he comes over and he starts to talk to both of us, and she slips out and leaves me there alone.
I can't handle this negative energy right now.
She slipped away, and I had to talk to this guy for an hour and 30 minutes.
Was he like talking about random stuff, or was he like trying to like?
You know what? Floor couldn't tell you. He wasn't really paying attention. He was too busy steaming in his head that he was a bandit. Like,
it's true.
I got you a joint, bruh. Foul.
His energy was suffocating me.
I love that.
An hour and a half.
Let me tell you, I've had like I'm not a big fan of, I guess, quote unquote networking events, but I do have to go to them every once in a while. And the conversations are so samey at some of them that you can definitely get stuck with somebody like, yeah, I went to college for this. Yeah, sure. The weather. Oh yeah. I saw the game. Great. Oh yeah, it's raining outside. It's like
he's one of those dudes where you're just like, hey, you know what? This has been fun, but I gotta go. He's like, oh yeah, and they just keeps talking.
Yeah.
Steamrolls your goodbye. No, foul.
Yeah, or like we'll walk with you. That has absolutely happened to me before, where I've walked away. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just go with you. It's great. I'm like,
the following into the bathroom is always the worst move.
Yeah. It's like, take a hint, people.
Four calls it desertion. Mana calls it self-preservation.
Exactly. You're watching out for your mental and spiritual health. I think that's perfectly acceptable. For sure.
Room to the wolves.
Room to the wolves.
Man, she straight scarred me, man. Like, from that movie that just came out, Lion King. She was like, no, you gotta go talk to the hyenas. And I'm like, foul.
It's right. Lion King in theaters. Actually, we haven't talked about if Techburg has a theater, but I don't think it does. So, sorry. It's a Foreman Flicks or bust if you want some older movies. I don't think there's any. They might have a little old timey theaters. What to think about that? Because I don't currently have that mapped out. But yeah, we'll Let's see if they have a little
Potter boy,
you know,
I would say that was a party foul.
yeah. Yeah.
That
Well,
Party
I mean,
favors and party fouls from
Yeah.
butt prints.
That wasn't
Wow.
very cash money of you, man.
that was great. Fantastic. All right. So I actually want to.
You want me
Oh.
to do a negative 4?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I rolled a 7.
Yes. You definitely sound like you want to. So yes.
Got it.
Okay, it wasn't just me. I was just
Uh,
like, oh, we go here?
Let's go.
Okay. So you wrote a 7, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I always get surprised by these questions. I don't know. Like some of them sound so intense. What do you need to take from for their own good?
Mana feels like they're two souls trapped in one body, or not trapped, like two souls in a body, which is fascinating to her. She wants a spell component of Four's most treasured possession to be able to help the two souls communicate to each other. So whatever Four's most treasured possession that she always sees him with, Mana wants to steal it. So what would Four's most treasured possession would be? His phone? I don't know. Well, this is 1995.
No,
So
It
I
wouldn't be a
got you.
phone.
It would
What?
be my Michael Jordan, North Carolina jersey that I wear under all my clothes all the time.
That tracks.
Incredible.
okay,
I hope you
so
wash that jersey. I hope you wash that jersey.
I hope he does too, but you know what? Gotta be honest with you, outlook not looking good.
Oh no.
You don't wash the luck out, bruh. Come on, everybody knows that.
Oh no.
for his own good, that has to be taken.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I like
whenever
that.
it's gym time or whenever it's basketball time, he just takes his shirt off and he's got that jersey on.
Oh,
True.
buddy.
And yeah, and like he is like pretty muscular, right?
Yeah, he's
So
yoked.
his
Yeah.
arms, you know what I'm saying? You got the arms showing off everything. Okay. I see
Hey.
you.
You know, he flexes and everybody gets to see the swoller coaster.
I'm
The
going to
smaller
pretend.
poster?
I'm going.
The
You
smaller
know,
poster?
we're gonna rewind time 10 seconds. That never happened.
Psychic damage. Ow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's another thing that everyone needs to take from you for your own good is that phrase.
If the stream ended.
That,
Oh.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna jump to winter now.
Hell
So
yeah.
we have some questions for characters you don't know. Now, like everyone's gonna get to ask these, but I want to go to winter because we haven't heard from you yet. So, so can you roll a d20 for me?
Yes, I can.
And sorry, I mix up the character names and your names. I'm sorry, but yeah.
No worries. I rolled an 8.
Okay. All right. So who do you want to ask a question of first?
I'll go with Meadow.
Meadow. Okay. Based on what you know, how is Meadow different from the rest of her family?
So Meadow swears that her family are not preppers, but I have definitely heard that they were preppers and are preppers, and that her house, if you walk in, has those like shelves with just like cans of like peaches and tomatoes and things that could survive, you know, or until Kingdom comes or Y2K, whatever that is.
Kingdom Come 2K. So has Winter seen Meadow's house?
Yes, but in the sense of I looked into her windows one time because I walked
Oh
past it.
gosh. Oh my
But it
God.
wasn't weird because I was walking past and the house was like, you should come see me. And I was like, of course.
Okay. Okay. All right. Of course, if there's anything that the characters don't have an issue with, we talk about. But okay, great. All right. So
I think it's funny.
I also like that it's just. I also like that it's just prepper now. Like we're just going with preppers. Like that's the. That can either be just winter's term, or that can be like literally, you know, what those preppers. Okay, great. Who else do you want to ask a question of? And like, you don't have to ask a question of everybody, just like who you think Winter would be interested in, you know, knowing something about.
I will ask a question about 4.
Okay, roll me a d20.
All right. /13.
Okay. Wow, this is a. You said a 13. You said, right?
13. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What bad reputation does 4 have around the town?
I mean, there's a lot. 4 has a lot of reps. You know, like I have been hearing things, just not that I'm eavesdropping, but sometimes when people speak really loudly in the bathroom, I just hear them because I'm there. And you know, his family has a lot of stuff, and I am always very unsure about what is true and what's not. You know, there's all these rumors that his family hates my family, and that, you know, maybe 4 is a little bit different than the rest of his family. You know, maybe he doesn't get along with the rest of the Thaddeus Chadwicks.
Yeah, the Chadwicks.
The Chadwicks. And, you know, there's something going on there. And again, I am not eavesdropping. People speak loudly in public places, and that's just a public service announcement as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Winter, the reconnaissance, doing reconnaissance on people here. I like it. You know, looking in windows, listening to conversations. You're like,
Sometimes I
like
feel
that.
like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You're in public. I think that this is just the price we pay to be in society.
Absolutely. Like when you come to like a Techburg, there's a big sign that's like, by entering, you submit to being photographed, listened to, and you know, right. So yeah, very cool.
Something cookies.
Yeah. All right. So would you like to ask a question of Mana?
Hell yes, I would.
Okay.
So let's do another roll.
Yeah.
A 20. This is the first time I've ever rolled a 20. I swear to God.
Three 20s so far.
Wow.
I never roll anything higher than a 10. I'm like known for it. Ugh, what a joke. Okay.
Okay. This one is also, why don't you want to associate with Mana?
Oh, easy. Mana is my exact opposite. She believes in spirits, and I think that we're all worm food on a giant spinning rock. Okay? She believes in the soul, and I believe in nothing. Possibly the French version of nothing. So I feel like we look similar because we both have similar modes of dress and possibly expressions, but we could not be more different, I feel like, in terms of philosophy. And she's like, you know, nurturing about the spirit, and I'm like, I will stomp out all hope of existence onto you. So, you know, we've only talked like once or twice. I think like she wears cool stuff, but I'm never gonna admit it to her like ever. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like a cool coffee date or something. You know? I'm talking about nihilism versus you know, gods. I like it. Okay, awesome, great. So now we've covered all the known relationships and we've covered Winter's not known like relationships. So now, I guess instead of going through every single person, because I do want to make sure we don't spend too much time on the character creation, is there anyone that wants to ask a question of someone that they do not know? So for Meadow, that would basically be everyone except Mana. So if you wanted to ask a question about Four or Winter, are you interested in asking any of them a question?
Sure. Honestly, either works for me. So let's do 4.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a d20.
Roll 20. Two. That feels right.
Ooh. All right. Why do some members of the town seek out Four?
I think it's because of the party favors.
Okay. All right. So like he is like, this isn't just something he does at the high society thing. This is a known thing of him, and people seek him out for this.
That's what I heard.
Okay. All right. Let's get that down.
Although, like, with my foraging skills, I actually know where the good stuff is.
Like, we should hang out.
Those party favors. Okay, great. All right, and Markeia, do you want to ask a question of Winter, who you do not know?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we got here. 14.
All right. This is a fun question. Who does Winter have a very public feud with? Very public.
Very public feud.
Oh yeah. Well, like it could be public as in something in the school or neighborhood. It doesn't have to be like national news, you know, or something.
Or is it?
Yeah. No, I was trying to think of some of the characters that we had created, because my first thought was like Winter has public feuds with herself. Like
that could, that could work
in public, where it's just like having own differing views on things. Where it's like, no, don't do this, like says this out loud to herself, like, because yesterday, you know, you believed that this was nothing, so why are you gonna bother eating this now? Like kind of a deal.
Okay. Yeah, we can roll with that, or if you want me to go over the characters, I can do that as well. But
maybe somebody that was at the school could, I know, have a public feud with them.
So the school, we got the principal, Felix von Tiebergen. If you remember, he's the one that tries to be cool, but is
she
not.
does that with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
Where it's like, why are you feeding us this? We're all going to die anyway. Do we have to be miserable while we're doing it? Like she says about the cafeteria food.
I don't respect authority. I stand by that.
And you guys are now related, right? Because your dad married his sister.
Yeah, she's married into the or she's into the family.
So that's your uncle,
the principal.
Do I have that right?
Yes.
It's a relative. It is a relative.
Okay. Uncle-in-law, is that a thing?
I mean, we don't have to form a family tree of, you know.
But we could.
I think we're gonna have to, because there's like a lot of these families.
There are a lot of Tiebergens for sure.
Yeah, there's a public feud with what was his name? Felix? Public feud with Felix.
Yeah, I call him Felix Montebaggin. He doesn't like that.
Look at you using the derogatory thing against your own name against someone else. Unbelievable. That's vicious. That's vicious. But hey, that's how
the Catholics would never do that, man. Just say.
See, the beef continues. All right. 4, would you like to ask a question of Winter?
Yeah.
Well, or a Meadow, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. And I just roll a d20, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You should roll
All right. 14. Nice.
14. All right. So that's the
That's
same
like my
feud.
name, but
Yeah.
like the fact of a teenager after it's nice.
Yeah. Actually, can you roll it again, because like that's the same feud. That's the
I
same
got an
feud
8,
question.
which is like me twice.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can you roll a third time? Sorry, it's like
No, it's cool.
I'll
I'm gonna
just
relate
pick up.
everything I rolled back to me, dude.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18, which is like
Okay. This is actually this is a good one. And this is this for Winter or for Meadow?
this would be for Meadow, man.
Okay. This is a good one. What is Meadow doing to threaten her family's reputation?
Like, I'm not one to judge or anything, but like I can kind of hear her smack talking her own peoples, you know. I mean, like, not smack talking, but like, I don't know. She doesn't carry herself in a way that's like, "Hey, we're about it." Like, I carry myself with Chadwick pride, right? Like, you know, always look good, feel good, work out, body's a temple. But like, Meadow's just kind of lugging around and doesn't speak well to her raising.
Okay. All right. So like she's like, so like is it that she's not out, or is it that it is your opinion
that's
that
for
like
talk.
she is not? No.
Oh.
But is Four's opinion that she's not outwardly expressive enough about it, or that she is like negative about it? Like, you know what
Right.
I mean?
So that's just for talk for saying like he doesn't like mention her family a lot in a.
Four
good
talk is not going to
way.
be a thing, by the way.
It is. It's totally going to be a thing. I'm making
Four
it a
talk.
thing. Four talk.
It's like some weird version of 1984, of George Orwell's 1984.
So much. But he's just saying like
Okay.
yeah. There's nothing that he sees that she does to promote
I
her
get it.
family.
Yeah. Like she's not outwardly okay. I got it.
I was raised in a cult. Why would I be okay? I guess.
Yeah.
So like
You're
all the
supposed to be
high
proud of-
society people are just like, eh.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
I know I'm supposed to have family pride. We escaped a okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
You gotta give
Again, like,
120% to
Yeah,
everything you
yeah,
do, and that includes being in a cult.
Oh yeah, we're quitters. We're definitely quitters of a
Yeah.
cult.
yeah. But honestly, I feel like Four would have the same opinion of everyone. Like
Yeah.
that they're not going hard enough to rep their family. Like
Rep that cult.
because no one goes as hard for their family as a fourth generation
Poor dog.
rich person.
Hashtag fork talk. Hashtag roller coaster. Let's do it.
Hashtag keeping it 4. Hashtag for real. Oh, I'm only hurting myself.
Shu, do not encourage him.
Get it, Kenji.
We already have 4 score. What else is gonna
Yeah.
I can't believe you said like the guy with the guy with the hat said. That was incredible. Okay, all right. So I think we are done with the questioning. Actually, that makes it sound like it's like an interrogation or something. We are done with the character creation part of it. So now we've established some relationships. We have what other characters think of each other. So I want to explain a little bit to you about the town. So Noir, if you can put the Roll20
Gotcha,
page
Chief.
up, because I want to show the viewers and everyone else
And we're sweet.
what we got here.
Ooh.
We're neighbors?
Yeah. So I'm going to zoom out and we're going to talk about the zones of our show of here. So this is heavily Zelda inspired. I'm a big Zelda fan, so I was trying to make a Link to the Past looking Techburg. So just a little bit of insight into
Happy 35th annual.
Yeah, happy 35th
Yeah.
to the Legend of Zelda for sure. And so let's start in the upper left here. We have Techburg Turnips, y'all. This is the other high school that is right next to the T-Bergen Academy of Science. And I say high school, but like both of these are schools that have sort of a like a middle school part and a high school part kind of mixed in, so that everyone would be in the same building, just like on different floors. So the Techburg's Turnips building, it's like kind of like an older, kind of like cottage looking building. So it kind of has this older aesthetic, whereas the like a T-Bergen Academy is like this like solid block of like school. It's like kind of like, it's like what you would see, I guess, in like Chicago or a big city where school is just like a solid rectangle, but they kind of wanted that because they felt like, we're rebranding as a science school, so we want it to look like a big old lab, like a big old science building, right? So that's what we got in the top left. Right below the Techburg Turnip, so as you can see, are the turnip grounds. So the Techburg Turnips, the students tend the turnip grounds, and this is where the turnip festival happens on the turnip grounds. So it makes sense that those would be right next to the Techburg Turnips High School, or school, I should say. And right under the turnip festival is Foreman's Flicks. And wouldn't you know it, the Techburg Small Business Association is in the same building as Foreman Flicks, which is Eric Foreman's house. So he basically has a big space where he rents out, the rest of the space. So he has like his business downstairs, and because he's been sharing the Small Business Association for a very long time, he also has that out of his house. So that is in the bottom left here. Right in the center, right below the T-Bergen Academy of Science, is T-Bergen Park. So as you remember, we had some rumors that there might be something buried under the park. I tried to make the park not too nice because it is, they kind of try to just do like a quick, like, let's just throw some trees up and some dirt over it, and great. But in the lower right part of the park, there is a golden chalice. Well, I couldn't find a dirty chalice, but it is a chalice. But the idea of it is that it is kind of like not really taken care of that well. Oh yeah, I should be pointing to that. You are correct. I should be using that. So it is there, and so that is T-Bergen Park. I like it. Everybody's like pointing to it. That's great. Here in the upper right part, we have both the T-Bergen Mansion and the Chadwick Mansion. Now they're kind of off to the upper right. They want to be kind of separated from the rest of the town. They're in these huge gated off mansions. They're competing mansions, basically. They're right next to each other, but also isolated. Like, these families are so intertwined in the history of Techburg. The mansions are together because they used to have, they used to at least try to cooperate. Now they are definitely at odds, but they haven't moved where their mansions are. So they're literally in the same in the same area. The T-Bergen Mansion is kind of going for like a more of like a gardeny kind of like floral look, whereas the Chadwick Mansion is like more like just a classic like just mansion, because they were like built off that quarry money. So like they're like, yeah, we have to have this big imposing kind of look. So that's where our buddy Four will be in the Chadwick Mansion. Right below that is the main residential area. So we have a bunch of houses here. So this is where the rest of the people will live, because Mayor Julian Pepperwood, because she is the first non-Chadwick and non-Tebergan to be the mayor, and because she is one with the people, she is staying where she grew up in. She is living in her house and commuting to City Hall, which we'll get to be the mayor, because she wants to stay grounded and like be that person. So even though Mana is a daughter of the mayor, she is still grown up, in the neighborhood with like everybody, so that is the residential area. If we scroll down a bit, we have more houses, but we also have the Homegrown Preservation Society and the Techburg Times, also in the same building. I named the newspaper. I realized that we didn't name it. So if you want to change the name, that's cool. Techburg Times. I just kind of came up with something really quick. If anybody has any quirky names, I'll be glad to change it for you. But
I like Techburg Times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So the Techburg Times is, basically renting space in the Homegrown building. I mean, the Homegrown building has been around for a while. It's like one of like the classic like historical buildings, obviously, since it's a historical preservation society. So the Techburg Times is in that building. Obviously, Alexa, like, she probably has like one room where she's running the whole thing out of, allegedly making up stories, maybe possibly in there. And then right next to that on the bottom here, we have City Hall in the commercial district. So this is where obviously where the mayor is the seat of a government. And then it is in the commercial district of the town. So those buildings on the side are like shops and, all the kind of stuff that like you would like go to like, buy your clothes, food, all that kind of stuff is near like a city hall, because the people wanted a city hall to be kind of like the main part of the down. If a Techburg has a downtown, like this is it, even though it's not really a downtown. It's like, maybe 1 or 2 blocks. And to the lower left of that, we have the Chemty water treatment plant. Now, if you remember, they have left. The building's still there, though. It's under construction, though. As you can see, the roads are blocked off. We got some like construction things there. The building is still there. No one knows what's in there, because the people that work there just left. I mean, well, there are some people in town that like work there that lost their jobs, are still in town, but no one really talks about what was in there. They just say like, yeah, like, I'm sad they left. It was a great job thing, but it's been blocked off for a while, and yeah, it's just kind of inaccessible, because it's like basically a big kind of construction zone. So that is Techburg, the town.
This looks so good. This is so cool.
Yeah, really love
Yes. Yeah. So there we are. So I hope y'all like it.
So good. I love it. I love the mansion v
This is
mansion
awesome.
Oh yeah.
staring at each other.
That's part of the squabble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hedges, trees, tree law. Oh, it's all there.
You've got to
Your
be out of
ivy's
your mind if you
growing
think
on.
that we're going to move our mansion first.
Okay. Great. All right. So let me just put something in the chat here. Okay. Okay, great. All right. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around to each character, and we're gonna talk about how your morning routine for getting ready to go to school. So it's a weekday morning, I won't say it's a Monday, because people drag on Mondays a little bit. We'll say it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So it's hump day. This is hump day, okay? It's hump day morning, and I want to go around and talk about. So I am basically going to be role playing your parents, each of your parents, and based on your reactions, I will form that character into who you're and like I'll be playing one parent. So whatever parent is around, I'll be. Who wants to start first with how their morning routine would be?
I can go.
Okay, all right.
Go.
Okay, so first, are you a early riser? Are you a kind of like somebody has to knock on the door to make sure you're on task?
I think I'm an early riser. I think I am used to I'm used to having to get up early for specific chores from growing up, and even though I don't technically have to do chores like that anymore since we are living in civilization, but I still am used to getting up pretty early. So I'm probably up with the sun, and I'm sure my mom is too.
Oh yeah. So as you get up and go downstairs, your mom is already up. She has a pot of coffee going. Without even looking at you, she says, "Good to know that you still awaken at the right time."
I mean, yeah, except now there's nothing to do.
Yeah, well, you're getting older, so sometimes people get older, they kind of forget about their ways, and I definitely don't want you to be influenced by some of the lazy people in this town. So I'm just happy. I know it's a little boring. Do you want to do you want to play a game before school?
Okay, what kind of game?
The game is called Eat Your Breakfast and Then Go to School.
Mom!
It's a really fun game. Are you ready to play?
Fine. What's for breakfast though?
It's your favorite.
It's cereal that I pour into a bowl myself, right?
Here's your bowl, and I'll already open the box for you.
Thank you so much for making me breakfast. Wow.
Making has many definitions, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like milk? Does a Meadow like milk on her cereal? Or
she puts orange juice in her cereal.
All right. I was up early. Got some freshly squeezed OJ for you, and she gives you a picture of freshly squeezed orange juice.
Thank you.
Never understand why you do this, but as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
I like the faces people make when I eat it.
How's school going so far for you?
I know it's fine. It's school. Okay. I think I'm still coming up with an idea for my entry into the science fair, but I think I'm gonna do it this year. I think I'm gonna really try and do something special.
Okay, well, even if you don't, remember, I love you, and however you do, I will be happy with it. She's saying this very condescendingly. Almost, you get the sense that she doesn't think you'll do well in the fair, and she's kind of like, well, it's okay if you get last place. I still love you.
Thanks, Mom. Thank you very much for having such faith in me.
I have faith. I raised you, and we've been through a lot. I know we're in a new place, and she kind of leans in close, and she puts her hand over one of your hands and says, "I know we're in a new place, but we will get through this together. I promise you."
Yeah. And we don't have to go back, right?
We're never going back. we're never speaking of what we saw, right?
Right.
Even if our overly curious friends keep asking us questions, right?
Right.
Even if any godforsaken boys or girls, I'm not going to judge. Actually, no. Well, whatever. If they get overly curious, we're not going to tell them, right?
Right.
Yeah, and she gets very like she kind of goes from this like loving thing to kind of like a very stern look on her face. Like you can tell that she's changed and like she's kind of like, okay, glad we have that consideration. Well, you're progressing really well with the game. You're almost done with your cereal. 50 points to you.
I win.
And like she like pulls out a piece of paper and writes like Meadow with a 50, with a 50, but the 50's in like what is that called when you like write like you keep numbers in lines, like you write like 4 lines, you cross
like a tally or
yes. So she brings out a paper that already has points tallied on it, and she adds like 50 more, which is like
you still have
10
that.
of these things. Oh, I keep track. It's we're having fun.
How many points do I need before I get like a hot breakfast?
Well, if you would like a hot breakfast, you just have to request it. And your poor tired mom will try her best to go over the hot stove and make you a breakfast.
Thanks.
All right. How does Meadow get to school? I'll say you are in, you're in walking distance. Does Meadow walk alone? Does she kind of have a squad of folks? Does she or like does her mom bring her to school even though she's close?
I think if I have the option, I would leave early, walk to school alone, and then just take a lot of like side quests as far as like follow a butterfly, or if I see like a particularly interesting plant or flower or rock formation, or God forbid if there's a new kind of mushroom I haven't seen yet, like
fungi.
I would leave lots of time to stop and dig around in the dirt or
I love that the
check
scenic
out animal
routes.
tracks. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so funny because when you said quest giver, I just imagine just people like standing still and like a
little like question mark above.
Yeah, exactly, with like question marks on their heads, like please help find my 7 dogs. They've been scattered all around Techburg. Or there's some random quest
I was late to
you.
school once because somebody had me go find one of their cats. Absolutely. And it was inside the chalice in Tebergen Park. I had to climb up in it and throw the cat out. It was very dramatic.
I like that. All right, so Meadow is off to school, had this kind of awkward conversation with her mom. She is full of her orange juice infused cereal, which I have done. Like I've definitely had some times when I was younger where we had no milk.
Oh, I eat my cereal that way.
You do?
I
Yeah.
just
Sweet.
enjoy it.
Wait, with orange juice in it?
Don't judge, Noir. I hear that in your voice.
I'm Asian. We can't have milk. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that
No,
doesn't
it's
mean we have to do OJ. Like that's like a step too far.
No, it's just like
We're-
literally this is the
we're
first
not a
time that
monolith.
I've thought of anything other than milk being poured on a cereal, and I'm just like, you can do other things.
No,
Other
I've
We're
things
being
work.
torn
Not
apart already.
Not according to most of society.
no. I definitely did orange juice as a kid, for sure. Apple juice for sure.
I've never done apple juice.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, because like if I had like and I know this is totally off topic, but if I had like a fruit cereal, like a Fruit Loops or like a Fruity Pebbles or something, I would always be like, wow, this might be cool if I had like a fruit juice or something with it, So I would try to like, yeah, I was a great kid. So
I
yeah, I definitely did
even
experiment.
drink the milk. Like if it stayed too long in the cereal, it was too sugary. So I wouldn't drink the milk. I couldn't imagine having a
Oh.
sugary thing on top of the sugar.
That was the best part. I would wait for my cereal to get mushy because otherwise it'd be too crunchy. And then I would just eat like the sogginess of it. Like that's my favorite part of cereal to
Ooh.
this day. Okay, orange juice people, do not look at me this way.
The lines have been drawn. The lines have
Soggy
been drawn.
cereal versus orange juice. No,
Sogginess
I'm
or
wrong.
orange
I
juice?
know I'm wrong. But
I had a friendship in because I watched them pour water in the cereal. Like this is just blasphemy.
Now,
You have to
now,
fully saturate the cereal. That's how you eat the cereal.
Your mouth does that. Like you know, that's like one of the things. Like stop taking away its job.
We put the game to a grinding halt because
I know. I'm like,
These are the questions that we should have.
these are important. Look,
How do you
you're-
take your cereal?
Yeah, this is important. This is important. Yeah. Everybody in the chat. How do you
I'm
take
so
your
sorry,
cereal?
everyone. I don't.
Are you team Kailey or team Shu? Like,
It's
like,
okay. I live by. It's among
I should
own.
put a poll.
get ready for the sequel, Kids with
Um,
Cereals.
Yeah, Kids with Cereals is coming up.
It's like, where does it end? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite in a cereal.
I did once put
Sprite being
orange
good.
soda into cereal instead of orange juice, and it was a mistake.
Ooh, yeah. I've not tried a carbonated beverage.
But I bet it would
Like-
just sog up faster. Like I bet it would just be like extra mushy. Oh, I could do this. I could do this.
Yo, Markeia's face when you said that was. We gotta start making some GIFs, y'all. That was incredible. Wow. I'm learning a lot about y'all. learn a lot here.
The character
All right.
development we didn't know we needed.
Yeah, exactly. This is like our character development. All right, cool. Who wants to go next with their morning routine on hump day?
Sure. Mana, go. Oh, we can
Okay.
roll. Let's do a roll off.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's do a roll off.
All right. How do I roll
love
on
this.
roll 20 for this?
So
What are
y'all doing?
1d20.
Yeah. Or like there's an icon.
I
Where's
just clicked the icon.
Where's the
Yeah.
icon?
Mine's
In
on
the
my
upper
top left
left?
corner.
Yeah, in the top left, the icon
Top
second
left.
from the bottom.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. See,
I just need one.
20 there.
Okay. Winter's going first.
Ooh.
This is
I
why I
love
roll
it, the
my own
roll-off.
dice. Roll 20 does not like to keep my characters alive.
Mm.
Well,
What can I say? The power of soggy cereal helped me.
oh.
True. Narasagi. All right. So is Winter a early riser or a late?
Oh, absolutely not. She stays up at night watching Jean-Luc Godard, Breathless, one of his first films that really understood the point of the camera weight and the documentary style of filmmaking. So she wakes up absolutely last minute when she needs to.
Okay. So your I'll say your dad. Is that okay? Dad?
Yeah.
Mom, does that matter? Okay, yeah. So your dad is coming up to knock on your door. You sense him. You wake up like immediately sensing him outside of the door. What do you say?
I'm up. I have been up for a while and I'm fine and there's no need to come into my room.
Okay. You know what time it is, right?
I know exactly what time it is because I have been up for a very long time.
Okay. And you're going to eat this morning and not rush off and grab your bag and rush off to school?
I think I'm going to skip eating breakfast with Lillian. I might just, I don't know, I'll just take like a croissant to go or something.
Don't say her name with that inflection.
Lillian?
She's a loving member of the. She's a loving member of our family. You will learn to like her. I promise. I promise.
Hashtag not all stepmoms, but definitely this one.
Oh, what's a hashtag?
Nothing. Never mind. It's
Okay,
an online
okay,
thing.
great.
Whatever.
Online. Hold on. Let me search. let me search for AOL keyword hashtag. Well, I'll search for that when I get back to the office. Anyway, I just need you to go downstairs, say hi to Lillian, eat just a little bit. You don't have to eat everything, even though she's made a wonderful breakfast for you again that you've not eaten. Just eat a little bit of it. Show your appreciation.
Okay, we both know that she cannot cook and that she has the servants do it. But okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. I'll just go downstairs and say hi to Lillian.
Now he's trying to, like, a whisper says, look, we all know she can't cook. Okay, that's not what I'm not asking you to rate her food. I'm just saying, just take a bite, smile, and let's just try to have a conflict-free morning for once, please.
Dad, I say this out of deep consideration for our family. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye.
Okay, so do you? Oh yeah, so your dad, like, leaves. You know, he, like, kind of thinks he's gotten through to you. He's like, yes, dad of the year. She's gonna come down, eat the breakfast, and he's like kind of skipping away. So when you come downstairs, you see your dad and Lillian sitting at the table. They're kind of like, you know, they're laughing, they're kind of like joking around. And you see there is a third chair there with no one in it, and there's a plate that's set up. It has what Lillian thinks is one of your favorites. It is not your favorite. So give me a food that like a Winter would not want to eat for breakfast.
It is sausage, but it's German.
Ooh, it's like a bratwurst kind of like bratwurst. Okay.
Von Tiebergens eat brats for breakfast.
There is not even a plate. There's a bowl of bratwurst stacked up on each other. And as you come down, you hear Lillian say, "Good morning. I made some bratwurst for you."
Good morning, Lillian. That's
you're
great.
You're always joking, Winter. You're so funny.
I know. You know what's also funny? How I've been a vegetarian since I was 5.
Oh well, you'll grow out of that. Don't worry about that. Just try some bratwurst. It'll be fine.
You know, I'm gonna meet up with some friends at school, so I think I'm just gonna take like a roll with me, and I think I'm just gonna walk to school. Yeah. I know the other kids have servants and cars, and you know they can get the big old fancy Lincoln, but I think I'm just going to walk by myself.
Okay. You're so like a Lillian, she turns to your dad, and your dad says, "Okay, I figured this will happen." He hands you a bag that already has the roll in it, already has everything that you need in it. Any kind of side stuff that you like to like have in that bag, you know, already packed in there. Like he already knew that you were not gonna eat this food. He's just like, "Here. See you later."
Thanks, Dad. Have a great day at the plant. Lillian, have a day.
Okay. How does Winter get to school?
She walks, but she takes a really long way around because she doesn't want to get there before the bell because she has no friends. And also there's like an entire family of crows that she's been feeding the rolls to because she wants to be friends with them.
So you're definitely not eating at all. Okay. All right.
I'll just eat at school or whatever. They always have like really nice cereal that like soaks really well.
Well, that's a good point. I wonder if Techburg has good food, good cafeteria food. We'll have to see. Okay, great. So we got 2 people down. Who next wants to tell me about their morning routine?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. So are you a early person? Or like
Yeah.
on time or late? Okay.
Yeah, Mana has early morning rituals that she likes to do just when she sees the sun cresting that she wants to do each morning, and she does that while eating day-old oats and some chocolate chia pudding.
Okay. Are you doing that? Do you do the rituals like downstairs in the kitchen while you're eating?
On the roof.
Oh my God. On the roof.
On the roof.
Okay. As you're on the roof, you see your mom. You see Julian Pepperwood, the mayor, dash out of your house, and she looks up and like says, "Mana,
Good
I know you're up there. I know you're up there, Mana.
Good morning.
I gotta
Earth
go.
Mother.
Yes, I'm your Earth Mother. I'm also the Earth Mayor.
My spiritual mother wants to know why you won't let me have real dessert for breakfast.
I don't know what that means, but I got you all the desserts that I like you said that last time. I got you every dessert that I thought of. Surely you like some kind of Little Debbie's or Hostess. Like I got some fudge rounds in there, some honey buns.
I want the little Christmas trees.
Well, it's not Christmas, honey.
Why is everybody so wrapped up in time?
I mean, I could cut one up. I could try to cut one up for you, but I can't do it now because I got to get to City Hall. But is there anything that you need before I head out? I mean, I was downstairs waiting for you, but I knew you would just go right to the roof. So why would I wait? But
I'm almost out of dragon's blood incense, and I need that to power my spells. So if you could get me some more of that, I would really appreciate it. And don't get the sandalwood again. I don't want to call in any good deities right now. I have enough.
Okay, I will write that down. I will get that for you. I love you.
I love you, Earth Mother.
And I hope you have a great day at school today. No one's treating you differently because you're my daughter, are they?
Why would anyone treat me differently than how they do?
You know why. And to the left, the house to the left of you, you hear the voice of your neighbor, who's been your neighbor for a while. This was actually the woman that convinced your mom to run for mayor, and she won. Amelia Vander Vitten. You hear her voice. You know why? You're her daughter. Everybody wants to be friends with you because they want to get something out of you. Don't trust any of them.
I understand. Thank you, Earth Aunt.
Yes, I'm your Earth Aunt. I'm also your Mars Aunt. I'm your Mercury Aunt, your Jupiter Aunt. And I'm also your Pluto Aunt. I'm really, and because Pluto will be a planet forever and they will never change the classification of it in the future, I prefer to be your Pluto Aunt.
I know that you are worried about me, but honestly, everybody's true spirit is it's radiated from their bodies. So no one could deceive me ever. My guides would not let that happen to me.
That is very true. As y'all are having this conversation, your mom has left already. She's got to get to work. She's got to
vanquish your enemies.
The City Hall. Okay, honey. As she is walking away, because she likes to walk the City Hall. Like, y'all don't live too far. She wants to see the town, say hi to the constituents, all that stuff. As your mom leaves, Amelia kind of like she gets off her porch, she walks over, and she says, "Okay, your mom's gone now. What's really going on with you, Mana?"
I really want the dragon's blood incense because I want to power up a few spells to like take out some people that just don't know when to quit messing with me at school. But I don't want to tell Earth Mother that because she already has a lot of battles to fight each day. She has a lot of spirits surrounding her, that conflicting spirits. I mean, she doesn't like me to use the word a-hole, but that's the conflicting spirits that are around her. So I just need to find the right spell, and then the kids at school will leave me alone.
Let me tell you a story. And she sits down on your porch, and she, and by the way, you are like, I would say you'd have to leave in about probably 5 or 10 minutes to be on time. And you know that Amelia's stories are not 5 to 10 minutes.
Mana starts climbing down the tree. Then she's already got her stuff with her.
Yeah. So let me tell you a story. You mentioned take out. Let me tell you about the time I had to take out some people in my background. It was 1942.
It's wow, that sounds like a story that deserves my 100% attention. And right now I'm so fatigued from my morning ritual, Earth Aunt, that it is time for me to alight on my chariot and continue to school. But afterwards, I can come listen to your story about takeout.
As you've been saying this, she's still been talking. Like she's basically telling the story to herself. She's like, I was a young one. I went to, I don't, and like she's going on and on. As you walk away, she is still talking while sitting on your porch. Regaling herself.
Mana pulls out her chariot, which is her bike that she's put a number of different she's fastened different things onto it to ward against spirits and to bring other spirits in. There's a little wagon that's attached to the back of it that she's painted black. And there's a couple of knickknacks that she has in there.
Okay, great. Awesome. So like you're gonna bike to school. Do you also take a scenic route, or do you kind of head straight there?
Mana's gonna head straight there. She's feeling powered by her guides in the sun, and she's ready to take that straight to school with her.
Okay, awesome, good stuff. All right, now the camera shifts to the Chadwick Mansion.
Nice.
4, are you a early riser, or are you wake up on time, or are you a late one?
I wake up 4 minutes before my alarm goes off, man. And when it goes off, it's playing Crisscross's Jump, and I'm like, that's how we're starting the day, man.
Okay. How loud is this playing?
It's bonkers how loud it is. His boombox requires 8 D-cell batteries, so it's.
I remember those days. Oh my god. Oh yeah. So I'll say, like, it is a mansion, and they do know of your desires to play very loud music. So your room is soundproofed. Like, it looks like a studio. There's like foam on the walls.
Nice.
So you're playing it super loud, but unless you get like right up to the door, it's not like it's emanating through the whole place, because they know.
Well, yeah,
right.
I wake up with my jersey on, and it's time to get dressed.
Okay. So as you get up, you hear a knock on the door.
Hey!
Sir, have your clothes for the day?
Oh, nice! He just opens the door.
Opens the door, and a butler comes in. give me a name for the butler. And like this is like your favorite. This is like your boys. It's like your favorite
All
of the
right.
butlers.
So this is his name's like Anderson, but I'm like, sup, Andy? Good morning, man.
Okay. Yes, sir. And the clothes he brings in are literally exactly what you wore yesterday. It's like a cleaned, ironed version. Of course, there is a UNC, a fresh new UNC Jordan jersey. So not the one that you wore yesterday. This is a new one that is fully pressed, and he lays them on your bed. He also brings in, some coffee for you. And like he says, is there anything else, sir?
Hey, check this out. And he takes the clothes and he puts them on, but backwards. Cause I'm too cool to do it forwards, man.
Sir, I did watch some of the videos that you sent to me several times of this crisscross.
Crisscross. But I see what you did. You flipped it. You're ahead of the game, Andy.
And I see what you're trying to do. And he takes out a photo of himself and shows it to you. And it is Andy in his room, fully dressed in backwards, baggy jeans, a jumper. So a backwards jumper with one strap down. And he's like, the music was pretty interesting.
It's jumping.
Now, like, don't tell your dad, of course, but
I'm not gonna tell the old man. It's our thing, Andy.
But you may have to procure some more of this music for me. Introduce me to some new sounds. I've been listening to the same stuff for a very long time.
You gotta listen to the sound of the streets, man. Like, they're telling our story. Our story, man.
Our story.
Yeah.
So the story of generational wealth in a small town and via funds from a rock quarry? Is that what these songs are about?
No, they're talking about the struggle, man. Come on.
Well, it has been a struggle, and like he begins to go on about basically recanting the history of the Chadwicks to you and the struggle with the T-Bergens, and like he like says, yes, we have struggled.
Right?
This is what these songs are about.
Exactly, man. That's what's up, man. Sometimes you just gotta jump, right? All right.
If I were to scribe some of our struggles, would you be willing to recite it for me?
Absolutely, man. You give me the lyrics, man, and I'll totally drop it like hammer.
Yeah, and then he kind of has like a smile on his face, and he leaves. But as he leaves, he kind of notices his head's kind of like bopping up and down a little bit.
Hey,
to the beat of Jump, which has been on loop. So it's not like you've been playing other songs. Like
it's just this one.
Jump. Make it back, daddy. Just over and over again. So as he leaves, you have your clothes, you have some coffee, probably like basically whatever you would like to have first in the morning, you have with you.
Yeah, so I just got, because he knows that I'm bulking right now. It's bulk season. I cut later, so I've got like all my hams and my bacons and my eggs. So I'm loaded up. All right, and then I do my morning routine, pull-ups, push-ups, curls, all that kind of stuff, and then it's time for my morning jog to school.
Okay, all right. So Your dad is not there at the mansion. He's rarely there. If he is there, he's sort of in his office, which is way on the other side of the mansion. The reason you've connected so much with Andy is because he's the one you see the most.
Yeah.
Your dad is off doing business, or he's, off doing stuff. So you don't see him a lot.
It's like the Fresh Prince says, man, parents just don't understand.
True. Probably another song that you loop during another
all the time.
Yeah, so but as you're leaving, you do see a note left on the door.
What?
And the note says, "Son, you're almost of age to start to become involved in the affairs of our family. Please consider your reputation and how it reflects on me and the rest of our family. ... Fourscore ... everything else ... crisscross ... need I say more?" And there's like 2 question marks, and then like it on the bottom it says, "Respectfully, your father."
I like crumble it up. I just go, "I'm not gonna be part of your system," and like I just go on back to my I go to the door and I go, "Andy, have a good one, man," and like start writing. I'm gonna practice my wordplay.
You too, sir.
All right, man, party, and then I just leave and run.
Okay, so explain this to me a bit, because you have a backpack, you have stuff. So are you like is it a jogging, or are you sprinting?
It's just a jog. It's a more like he's
Okay.
jogging all the way, because it's actually not too terribly far.
No.
So he's just gonna jog all the way to school.
Okay, great. That was awesome. Okay, so we have everybody's routine. I'll say that y'all are, when you get to the school, you notice that all the students are outside, which is kind of very, I guess I should set the time too. This is like summer, basically. So it's so it's not like it'd be super cold, and which is super important, like considering we're near Chicago, right? So yeah, this is not the winter. It's not a blizzard. It's not, it's not now, basically, right? So yeah, it's the summer, but still, most times people will go in and they'll hang out in the hallways, or they'll go to their homerooms or that kind of stuff. But everybody's outside, and it's just like a big mass of people. You just hear just a buzz of conversation, but y'all don't really see any adults or teachers. You just see a bunch of students outside, and let me roll, see who would be approached here. Oh, that is I went to the Twitch, and like I was looking like, where's my D20? And I was like, no, that's Twitch. Okay. All right. So Mana is approached by actually, let me get his full name. I don't want to start off with his nickname. Coach Doug Dougal. Coach Doug Dougal, who I will actually bring into the map here, because I do have a image of Coach Dougal. Let me pop him in here. And he basically says, "Hey, Mana, can you come over here for a second?"
Yes. What is it, Coach D?
Yeah, and like he like kind of like takes you away, from the mass of students, and he like says like, "Hey, so your mom's the mayor, right?"
Yes, my mom's the mayor. I'm the mayor's daughter. This is something people say a lot now.
Yeah. Do you think you could do like a favor for me?
A lot of people ask this.
They do. But this is like a very important favor.
Well, what is it, Coach D?
So like we're, like our town is looking for new initiatives to bring in business, and like everybody's kind of focused on these like bringing in these big industries and stuff. But I think we could be known as maybe a sort of wrestling place. Like maybe I could set up something with the at the city hall, maybe a demonstration, or like maybe I could call on some of my contacts, and maybe we can have sort of a big get together with all my old friends, all my fellow Olympians and stuff, and we can bring it in, just like an idea that I had.
I like a lot of merits with your idea. I pray to a number of Greek gods, like the Greek god Erebus, who is the god of darkness, misery, profane, and nothingness.
Yeah. So can you tell your mom that? But tell her like not what you just said, like tell her what I said, because I want somethingness.
Let me pull a tarot card for your venture.
Sure.
And Mana's gonna reach into her little satchel and pull a tarot card for how she's going to present this to her mom. And I'm wondering if there's a mechanic for that, or I have a tarot deck. I have a tarot deck over
I mean,
here.
if you have an easily accessible tarot deck, you can do that. I'm
like,
not familiar with
telling
exactly
on
the
myself
cards,
here.
so you might have to explain what you pick and what it means for the audience.
Okay, so what's the future of Coach Doug Dougal's wrestling? What is this, like a wrestling convention he wants to start?
Yeah, and on the map on Twitch, you should see an image of Doug Dougal. Put him right over the school.
Great. Look at him.
I see him. Oh my
Light.
gosh.
Is there?
Yeah.
Whatever this man wants.
Dougal!
I love it. Mana shuffles her well-worn deck, and I have pulled Temperance for you. Yes, I will bring this up to Mayor the Mom. In fact, this will be a really good venture for the town. It will bring balance and emotion. And also, I believe that it will let you ascend to a past glory. Does that make sense to you, Coach Doug Dougal?
Oh, a past glory. Oh, so
Something to do with gold.
Does that mean I might have a future again? Like, should I go back to, like, my past glory was being an Olympic champion? I gave that up because I'm getting a little old, but been thinking about trying to make another run at it.
There's glory in different ways. It's not necessarily the glory of your past journey, but it is the glory in your future path. You will spread your wings where you are, and you will restore balance to this school in town.
I like that. Thanks. And he adjusts his ascot. I didn't forget about the ascot, and he walks away. Now he kind of brought you away from most of the kids. Do you go back in there, or do you kind of stay?
Mana's gonna look around the kids to make sure that she doesn't see any of the super vocal T Bergens or the super vocal Chadwicks that always, when she's not with her mom, then have things to say about her mom winning the mayor's seat. So she scans for that. And if she doesn't see them, then she'll head back towards where the students are.
Okay, great, awesome. All of a sudden, everybody hears someone tapping on a really loud like a mic feedback sound. He's like, "Is this thing on? Hello? Can all you dudes hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Oh gosh, yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you, dude.
Everyone,
Sadly still alive.
dudes, it's your principal." And then he kind of puts the megaphone down and he presses play on a stereo that he has. And because it's the biggest song out right now, it is Jump by Crisscross.
Hey,
and he starts jumping with the megaphone. And he's like, "Come on, kids! Come on!" Does anyone jump with Principal Felix?
4 is hitting it. He was prepared for this, and he is ready.
Mana's taking in the sound and thinking about like she could make a mix out of this with Alanis Morissette.
Sweet.
I'm not really comfortable with organized group movement in this way.
This is why I hang out with the crows.
Participate.
Okay, so I'll say 4 is the only one out of the entire school that is actually jumping.
Like I look like I'm straight out of the music video. I got the fucking outfit on backwards.
Yeah, and then he tries for about say 5 seconds, and he goes down and he presses stop. He says, "Okay, that's a great exercise, dooders. Sorry for the for the delay today. Little rhyme there, everybody. Sorry for the delay today, but we had to find a better way, and school is delayed." Oh, and he takes out a notepad and he looks like he's writing something down. And then all of a sudden another woman that is dressed in basically a power suit. She looks very important. She sort of grabs the mic from Principal Felix. And like I says, students, as you know, I oversee Techburg and many other towns. We've had some issues with the school today in terms of I believe the plumbing, the electricity. So we're going to have a bit of a delayed start, but don't go anywhere. School is not canceled. We just might have a little bit of a delayed start. So if you can just please wait in the vicinity of outside of the school.
It's obviously haunted.
We will get this done right away. If you have any questions, you can just come up to me, and then as she looks at Principal Felix, he is kind of like fiddling with the radio that he has, like he's trying to like mess with it. He's like, and she looks at him and sighs and says, you can come to me with any questions. Thank you. And then she puts the megaphone down and she walks away. So that's the situation. Everybody's outside. There's something going on in the school. Though I will say that there is not necessarily anyone blocking the school. Like it's not like it's set up or anything. They're just telling people not to go in. So it's a y'all and a big mass of students. I'll say that the people that know each other are within eyesight of each other. So if you wanted to approach each other, like you could, or you could, choose to chill, or you could walk somewhere, or you can stay. What does everyone want to do at this moment? Actually, we'll just go around. So, starting with Meadow, how would you react to this news?
I would like to charge up to the woman in the power suit immediately.
Okay.
And just be like, I'm sorry, I have a question. I don't know if I should be raising my hand.
You don't have to raise your hand.
You said it was maybe a plumbing and maybe an electrical thing. Are the fridges in the science lab affected by the power thing? Because I have some experiments in there that need to be kept to consistent temperature, and I'm a little worried about them. So, can I go? Are they okay?
I'm sure they're fine. But
is it a power issue? Are the fridges powered? If they aren't powered, I need to go and rescue my experiments, ma'am.
Why don't you make a charm roll for me? And I'll say that the difficulty is a 3.
Okay, that's something I can do. Oh wait, I need to be. I don't know why I'm rolling on. Okay.
Yeah. You can just press the. If you want to do it in roll 20, you can just press.
I should do it in roll 20.
Or you can. I mean, you can do it like however you want. It's up to you.
Whatever. I can't hear. How'd I do? Did it go?
Yeah. So you wrote a D10, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, we're really trying to keep our students safe. But I can send someone in to look for them. Can you describe to me what they should be looking for?
Well, I just need to know if the fridges are on. Are the fridges on?
I don't know. I haven't been in there.
Well, because if they're not on, I don't want you to open the fridge because then the cool air comes out.
Well, I'll make sure to take a note of that. And then she kind of walks up a little bit close. She looks around. She walks up a little bit closer, and she says, "I know where you're from."
I live here. I'm from.
You live here now. Just remember, I have a very good reputation with the schools in this district. We wouldn't want any rumors or trouble concerning things outside of Techburg. So hopefully you won't be contributing to that.
I'm just worried about my homework. That's kind of okay.
I know you are, but let's just giving you some information, that's all.
Okay.
And then she steps away and kind of regains the look on her face that's not like super stern, and says, "Thank you, child, for your great question. I appreciate it." All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to 4 next.
Quick question.
What are you doing in this situation?
Did we hear that interaction?
You wouldn't have heard when she went in closely.
Okay.
But we would have seen Meadow change,
yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You definitely. Well, you know what? Let's see.
Because in that case, the last thing we heard before she went in and got close was, "I'll have somebody run in," and I was gonna have.
I'll say it.
Oh, go ahead.
So everybody saw her run in, but I'll actually have you make a charm roll as well.
Okay.
To see if you can read the body language well enough to tell that it was a not a positive, that like it was something negative out of that.
18.
Ooh, oh my God. All right. So,
do we have any modifiers?
It should automatically apply them.
It
if you
asks us
press
to
them.
put them before you press the button.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
yeah, I might have to put those down, but yeah. So those are too low, but 4, he does see that there was. I'll say with your roll, which is pretty high. Not only do you see that it is a negative, you can tell that the superintendent is the aggressor, and you can tell that she says something to Meadow, and her whole face kind of like gets very serious and stern, as if she's giving her a warning of some sort.
I'm gonna walk over to Meadow. I'll be like, "Hey, are you cool?"
4, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
I heard about your plant thing. Like, I like plants too. Like, apparently she's trying to get somebody to go in or whatever. You want me to just kind of like sneak in and get your plant or see if your plant's cool or whatever?
I mean, you're probably only one of the only people who can do it and not get in trouble, huh?
Like, I don't care if I get in trouble, man. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, tell me not to come to school? Like, I'm sick of people always being worried about reputation and stuff. I'm not part of the system. All right, party.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate breaking out of a system of rules, and especially ones that adults make. Yeah. Well, it's in the biolab, the second fridge from the left. I wanted to make sure that it was still at 71.5 degrees Fahrenheit, because if it's not, then
That's a lot real fast. Like,
do you want me to write it down?
Yeah.
For you? I can write it down for you. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'll pull a little Lisa Frank notebook out of my backpack, and I'll rip a page out that doesn't have any stickers on it, and write him a note of exactly where it is and the temperature, and then I'll be like, if it's not that, don't open the fridge.
Yeah, bio lab.
You know where the bio lab is, right?
Huh?
You know where the bio lab is, right?
Is
You
it
have
by
biology class, right?
Is it by the gym?
I mean, yeah. So it's around the corner to the left from the gym.
Oh,
before
sweet,
you get to
yeah.
the cafeteria. Yeah.
Yeah, it always smells weird over there. All right, yeah, cool. Party!
Yeah.
Like, he just takes it in. He's gonna try and sneak by and help out Meadow.
Thank you.
All right. So before you do that, I want to move to Winter. So what is Winter doing? How is she reacting to this situation?
On one hand, I'm really happy that there's no school. On the other hand, Felix is my mortal enemy. So I go up to him and I tell him, your ridiculous obsession with high school is because you're trying to relive those traumatic times, and nothing will ever deal with that.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Winter, is that like a song? One of those songs that y'all are listening to? Is that like a lyric?
No, it's a state of being. Also, you snore really loud at night, and it's probably sleep apnea, and you should probably get that checked in case it's serious.
Like you've heard me sleeping?
Yeah.
Or do you mean
really
like
loudly?
Like I'm sleeping on your skills? Is that what you mean?
No, that is absolutely not what I mean.
Oh, Winter, you're doing this whole like thing. I'm trying to like understand your vibe. I mean, you're playing. I mean, you can't really talk to your principal like that. So, what's going on, Winter?
I just want to remind you that human hierarchy is actually just a construct and that there's no need to believe in authority.
Hierarchy. You're a T-Bergen. You're
Step
part of the
T-Bergen.
ultimate high. You're part of step whatever. You're part of the ultimate hierarchy. What are you talking about?
Anyways, can you turn off this music?
It's kind of calming the kids down. I mean, I could put on something else if you think it's cooler.
Do you have anything French?
Give me. I do not know. I'm trying to think of anything French related from the 90s. I cannot think of a French song, but he will have. If you can think of one, he will have it. Or we can just say random French song, or random song that sounds French.
My favorite song is Le Soir.
Okay, he's like, yeah, I'm not really into the French stuff, but I do. Like, I got this mixtape on, like, I just found it, and you ever heard of Soir Le Soir? I believe it's pronounced.
That's absolutely not how you pronounce it. Honestly, English is half French, and this is just degrading this language.
Okay. Well, I'll try this out. He turns off his music and he puts this music on and said, "Is that better?"
Yes.
See, I knew we had an understanding. I mean, we're T-Bergens. Like, we gotta stick together, but you still have to kind of respect me, right? Like we're in a school, you can't be talking to me weird
Respect
in
is
public.
earned, not given.
Yeah, well, I kind of earned this position. I'm a principal. It wasn't just given to me because of my family. I actually worked for this, and I'm trying to. I mean, you know the whole story. I don't have to tell you this. But I don't want to have a repeat of Thanksgiving, and all that. So, it's fine.
It was the shortest Thanksgiving I've ever had in my life. I quite enjoyed it.
You know what? You know what would be cool? You know what? I think
Going
this
to
would
Paris,
be cool.
not being here.
Well, I have set up a. You know what? I have a motto of the Eiffel Tower that I put up in the school. Listen, how about we just get out of here and I take you into the school and we check out the Eiffel Tower. To give us time to connect. Like, they won't bother us. Although they're not going to stop the principal from going in there. It can't be that bad, right?
I'm going to agree to this, but only because I really enjoy tiny models of larger things and not at all because I respect you as a human. Okay.
I'll take it. And so he walks with you toward the front of the thing. So, and Mana, Pepperwood, how are you doing?
Well, I guess Mana would have seen Four and Meadow talking, and then Four like heading into the school, like he's on a mission, and would have gone over to Meadow. Then you didn't give the twin souls something that's important to you, did you?
Twin soul? You mean Four?
Yes.
No, I mean, he just, he's just gonna go check on one of my experiments in the biolab. I mean, it's important to me, but it's not like he just is gonna check to see if the fridge is on, because if he sneaks into the school, he's not gonna get in trouble.
I am not going to tell you how to live your spiritual journey. However, I don't think it's a good idea to give twin souls important things that mean a lot to you.
What is it? Okay. Sorry. What is it? What does twin souls mean? Why is that bad or good?
The being that you call Four, I very strongly believe, is two souls within one body. And that is why the one called Four is so wrapped up within themselves.
Oh. Okay.
Because they believe that they are complete. The souls must confront each other so that then the one called for can interact better with the world around them.
That sounds very intense.
I think it's connected to the jersey.
He does always wear that jersey. But I mean, he's not like, you know, I don't really know him that well. He's just, you know, older than us and like popular and a Chadwick. So I figure he's kind of just like the one to break the rule, you know. Unless you do you want to sneak into the school for any reason?
I am extremely good at letting my spirits guide me into places where others feel like I should not be there.
Okay.
I think we should go check on your important thing ourselves. Twin Souls is not a bad being, but they are like a butterfly. And then Mana just gets quiet and looks up, and you just see her looking to the right, and then she nods.
I'll follow her gaze.
Yeah, there you don't see anything. There's like clouds, and then she like nods, like, exactly. That's what I mean.
Okay. 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 Sure.
Yes. Let's go inside. You said the bio lab?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Act inconspicuous. No one will suspect a thing.
Yeah. So I'll say that, you know, because everybody's outside, and as I said, nobody's really like, it's not like it's guards or whatever. Everybody can realistically just go in without causing too much of a ruckus. I won't make you roll on that, really. So Principal Felix is walking in with Winter. Mana and like Meadow are just like walking in normally. 4 is attempting to stealthily sneak in, even though he doesn't have to. He is doing his impersonation of how he thinks a spy would try to sneak into a place. So he's trying to like hide behind objects that everyone can see him behind. You know,
this is very Emperor's New Groove with him doing his own theme
that
song.
doesn't hide anything. But you know, but there's so many kids outside, and like everybody is so wrapped up in what's going on that nobody notices you go in. Right?
Make sure to guard your spirit. I believe that the school is haunted.
Hugging the walls, going dun, 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 dun.
That's right. Yeah, this is like OG Mission Impossible, like not Tom Cruise. We're talking OG Mission Impossible. Yeah. So y'all all get in. I'll say that y'all get into the the main lobby of the school at around the same time. And the principal is kind of, he's walking in with a Winter. He's kind of shocked to see Meadow and Mana there. And he says, like, how'd you get in here? I thought they were stopping other students from getting in here.
We are on an important mission given to us by higher beings.
Wait, what? Hey, what are you doing here? He looks at Meadow.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm very anxious about this assignment, and I realize that I'm not gonna not be anxious about it unless I see it for myself. Sorry.
Okay, well, now that you're all here, it might look weird if we all walk out together. But whatever, let's just all go together. And he starts to he seems a little more nervous. He doesn't seem like that cool, fun, quote unquote fun, principal that he was before. He seems like you hear a little bit more, you know, of a kind of faintness in his breath, and like he like says, yeah, let's I think I heard you saying you had some project in the biolab. Let's just check on it because I have some things there as well. You know, so just want to make sure that like everything's good, and you know, also just want to, you know, show the school off to y'all. Are you raising your hand?
Mm-hmm. Like, since we're already here, can I just leave my stuff in my locker since school's not canceled?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say that we are in the section where your locker would be.
Yeah.
You know, right there. So you so what are you putting in your locker?
I'm putting my book bag in my locker. I'm putting my coat in my locker. And I'm grabbing one of my Nutrigrain bars because you gotta keep the machine fed.
Oh, can you give me a description of what else is in Four's locker? Like, do you have any pictures?
Oh, you know it. So first off, you gotta have your body goals. So I've got like men's health pictures of like aesthetics that I'm going for, like chisel abs. Like, yeah, that's me right there. Then there's pictures of me like flexing and that kind of stuff. And then like old yearbook pages where they signed and said nice things to me. I've got that on there, and like tons of stickers and some like WWF stuff.
Oh, okay. WWF stuff, yeah. Cool. Yeah, WWF. That's right.
That's right.
Change it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So you put your stuff in your locker, and then y'all hear some footsteps, kind of like off in the distance, and you hear, "Who's there?"
It's the spirits.
And
Wait, quick.
and then Principal Felix says, "Mary, how'd you get in here?" And as this person kind of walks into your view, you see that it is the superintendent that Meadow was talking to. And she's in here, but she's dressed differently. She's not wearing a power suit anymore. She's just wearing, I guess what you would say, just normal business clothes, but she's not dressed like with a power suit. And y'all definitely walked past her when you were walking in the school. Like, she was one of the last people you saw before you walked in the school in her power suit. And now you see her in the school, dressed differently. Yeah.
Anna is extremely blunt and is just like staring openly at this new person with distrust on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Meadow's gonna shrink back behind Principal Felix and hope she is not noticed.
Nice.
Winter's gonna take a step forward and say, you know what? Honestly, business casual is also a construct of society, and I appreciate that you are stepping beyond that as a woman.
Okay.
As soon as I heard that somebody was like, "Hey," I yeeted myself into the nearest classroom.
Wow, you just bounce on everybody. You just unbelievable. All right, yeah. So those are all the reactions. -4 because he is in the classroom. Okay, yeah. So
That's such a good idea. Why didn't I hide in a classroom? Darn it.
yeah, if y'all want to hide in classrooms, I won't stop you.
No, I think I'm hiding behind the principal, wishing I had thought to hide in a classroom instead.
You get wise with age.
I'm young.
Mana just points a finger at her and is like, "We just walked past you outside. What kind of demon are you, demon?
What demon? What?
Are you a doppelganger?
Felix, what is going on with your students, and why are they in here? Why are you in here? This is closed off. I know, but I just wanted to check on some experiment. Felix. Silence. And then Felix kind of sheepishly rolls back and stays quiet. And the superintendent, who like a Felix called Mary, says, "Well, now that you're here, this does complicate things, but oh damn it!" And as she says, "Damn it," you hear the doors of the school close behind you, and they like slam behind you. Yeah. And then she says, "Oh, come with me." Do you go with Mary? Felix starts to walk over to her, kind of with his head down and his shoulders down, and like says, "Come on, students. Let's not make this harder than it is."
I look over at Mana.
It's obvious that this being is an evil demon from the lower realm. I have salt with me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree. She's not very nice. So do you want to run, or are we throwing salt at her?
I think both.
Okay. Do you want to come? This is to Winter.
Of course. Yeah, I totally want to come.
Okay, so we're going to throw salt at an adult and then run.
That sounds super French to me. So like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, where did Twin Souls go?
He's in a classroom. Oh yeah, sorry. That is you in that character. My bad.
I guess Mana sees the open classroom door and is like, "Oh, that one is wily." And Mana's gonna throw the salt in what she thinks is a demon's face, so
I will say,
can bug out.
Go.
So Mary is still pretty far away. So if you want to throw the salt, you'll have to move. You'd have to run
forward,
basically, or walk forward to like. So like she's already kind of beckoned you to come, and like Felix, is kind of going in that direction. So you wouldn't be able to throw it from where you are. You'd have to move forward and throw it.
Okay.
So if that's what you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah, Mana would be like to them, like, "I got this. I've been training." And it's gonna stride forward, like head high. Her strongest stat is her grit. So yeah, with that, and then directly into Mary's face. Cleansed Himalayan pink salt.
Sweet. 4, as you're in this classroom, you see out of the door, you see Mana striding. You just see her just striding forward.
Looking all determined.
And you don't know what's going on. You're like kind of out of earshot of their conversation. And
I will peek
How
my
do you
head
react
out
to
of.
that?
I'll peek my head out of the door, but as soon as I see any kind of shenaniganery, I'm close.
This is how you never get in trouble.
yeah. Tell me how you throw this salt, Mana.
Mana starts chanting under her breath to her guides, like for the salt, and she's calling each of them by name, where it's like to burn this demon from this plane.
Okay.
This demon shall not stand. Profane demon.
Okay. Yeah. and then
she's
toss
like,
it?
look this woman straight in the face and toss the salt and then bug out.
Okay. So as you toss the salt and you run away after you toss it, you don't really see what happens after you toss. You kind of just toss it and then you're booking it back. But like Meadow and Winter are looking directly at you because they want to see what's going on. Meadow and Winter, I want y'all to make a grit roll.
Definitely something I'm good at. Oh, actually, it's not too bad.
And the grit roll will have a difficulty of 8.
Oh my god, I'm always one away.
Well, also remember, I probably should have mentioned this earlier to remind y'all, if you miss a roll, make sure to give yourself an adversity token. You can either write it down yourself or you can click a button on the character sheet. There's like an adversity token part. Because I forgot it, I will give everyone 2 adversity tokens. Yeah, because I should have mentioned earlier, and I feel like y'all would have racked up some if I mentioned earlier. So everybody has 2. So if you want to help, if anyone wants to, since Meadow is 1 away, if anyone wants to help Kailey get up there. Well, no. So like you can either use your own, right? Or someone can donate theirs if you want at this moment.
Well, I failed a roll earlier again by 1, so I can use one of my adversity points to butt myself up the 1.
Okay, awesome, great, yeah. So then both of y'all pass the like a grit check, which is really good news, because what you see is you see Mary. You see her face covered with this pink Himalayan salt, and
purified salt.
Was it a lot of salt? Like, was it like dumping an entire like can of Morton's on her, or was it like like a packet?
I was picturing that she had like a little satchel of it, like maybe like even that was in a little baggie, and she pulled that open and had scooped out a handful.
Okay, got it. Oh, okay, so like a handful of
That's
salt,
expensive, right?
Yeah. So what Meadow and Winter sees, and their grit allows them to see this and not freak out. Everywhere that salt hit is like translucent, kind of. So the salt is kind of grouped up in certain areas, and in those areas you can see straight through her. Just for a second.
I realize I don't know you really well, but just to recap, an 11-year-old child threw salt at the superintendent, and now she's slightly translucent. Is that right?
Now she's see-through.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Run?
Yeah, I think we should probably go.
I think run. I think run is the yep. Thor.
Is that the name of the large beefy one?
Yeah. I feel like I got him into this, and now he's gone, and now I feel bad. But maybe he abandoned us, so I shouldn't feel bad.
For what it's worth.
As Felix sees your reactions to this, Felix, the chat. That was when you throw salt at a Super Nintendo. Did I say Super Nintendo instead of Super Nintendo? Because now I'm literally imagining her as a sentient Super Nintendo machine. A
see-through Super Nintendo at that.
See-through Super Nintendo machine. Well, Super effects chip. Yeah. So Felix, he sees, like a salt go and all that stuff, and he basically says, just stop trying. He doesn't look like he's really doing anything. He's just like, you're only going to make it worse. And he says that, so that everybody can hear that.
Run.
Run where?
Away from here,
All right,
away from the evil demon.
All right, Mr. Principal, I see you're a lost cause. I'm gonna go. You guys want to? Run.
Okay.
Yes,
4, I'll
Looking
say.
at the adult,
That's-
like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and like I'll say that 4, you can hear this because Meadow is getting like increasingly louder as she's saying, "Run, run,
Yeah.
run."
As I'm hearing all this, 4 is trying to open up the classroom window.
Wow. Wow, talk about split the party, man. 4 is determined to split the party.
I'm so sorry. He has no grit. He is not made for this life.
But 4 has not seen what happened. Well, I'm assuming you didn't because you would have like closed the door.
I said as soon as any shenaniganery happened, the second that Meadow went to throw the salt, he was like, nope.
All right,
Went
well,
to the window.
okay. If you want to try to open the window,
Mhm.
I want you to roll a brawn. Give me a brawn roll to see if you can
Roll the
get to this
9.
window. 9. It's an older school. That is good enough. So you do manage to jimmy the window open. Like you find, like it doesn't come open easily, but you find, some kind of stick or a crowbar. You can kind of jimmy the window open. And when you look out the window, and this is a window that was positioned where you should be able to see everybody, outside.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's time to run home.
Okay.
It's
Sure.
time to run home.
Sure. So do you climb out the window?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
Wait.
could we run into the classroom and see him doing this?
If,
I was say, I
if
feel
you
like
want-
I
Yeah, if
feel
you want,
like
sure.
if you saw that the classroom where he was, that's where we would probably run, right?
Probably, yeah, most likely.
Yeah. You're the biggest one. You're supposed to protect us.
Okay.
What are
Yeah,
you
and-
doing, twin souls?
I don't conform to your gender roles.
right. Sweet. I love it. Yeah. And
This isn't
is
about gender. This is about the fact that you have the most muscles. You have more muscles than the three of us put together.
That is true. And I got them from running.
okay. Is Winter? Are you going in the classroom as well?
I am, but I look at Felix and I say, "You owe me a miniature Eiffel Tower," and then I run into the room.
Okay. Yeah. Felix does not come in the room with you. But after Winter walks in, you see Felix close the door to your room. And you hear something get like nudged up against the door.
He locked us in.
What did you all come into this room for?
All right.
You opened the window.
Yes,
All right.
to escape.
Well, then let's go.
So the window's open.
Mhm.
4 is trying to climb out the window.
Yes.
As 4 climbs out the window, he drops down to what looks like the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And as I love like Kailey, even though she's muted, she's like, looks like the ground. That was great. Suddenly everyone else you see 4 drop right through the grass. And above you, you see 4 come through the ceiling and land on the ground.
Ah!
Everybody else saw
and-
that, right?
I
So
knew
much for
it
muscles.
was haunted. I knew it.
What is
Wait.
going on?
Wait, hang on. How is that hot? Does that mean 4? Are you a ghost?
Am I a ghost? That is not chill. Oh my
like a
god.
I want to
existential
tap.
moment.
Yeah, I want to tap 4. No, you're pretty solid. You're solid.
School of
Mana hands him some salt. Like, hold this. Prove it.
Okay. Am
Yeah,
I
you
supposed
hold
to
it.
eat
Nothing happens. You're just holding salt.
Okay.
You can try to eat it.
it? It's salty.
Okay. I'll take that back. That's my mom's, and I'm not supposed to take it out of the house anymore.
Okay. So you hear a knock on the door that like Felix closed.
Somebody open
And
it.
Wait, who is it?
Do you want to try to open it?
Wait. Is there a window in the door? Can we see out?
Yes, there is a window. You see that it is Principal Felix. And he is holding a note like on the door, like kind of has like anyone seen Lost?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
not Penny's
Yeah.
boat.
Yes,
Like that's what we're
yes.
talking about.
This
Oh,
looks
no.
like if you haven't seen Lost, it's just somebody holding a note. Well, it's a very critical moment, but it's like somebody holding a note up on the door with kind of a hastily written like message on it. But you can't read it from where you are. You'd have to get a little closer.
When are you gonna read that?
What? Okay, fine.
All right, so Meadow goes up. And what you see on the note, Meadow, is it says, avoid the lab. Mary is, and then the handwriting kind of, it like,
That's scared.
the dog knows. The dog knows. The dog always knows.
I just left my body.
Oh, my heart is in my butthole.
My dog really believes in dramatic timing.
That was pretty incredible. That was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That was pretty incredible.
You said you wanted spooky, and my dog is a team player.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's gonna be a funny clip. Okay.
That is pretty good. Yeah. So like it says Mary is, but the writing gets very illegible at that point. So you can't really quite make out what it says after Mary is. It's like the words are kind of starting to go off the page, and they start to look like they're not even like letters or alphanumeric characters that you would recognize. It's almost like it's some kind of other script or some kind of other writing. You know, it almost looks hieroglyphic, I would say. It almost looks like it's sort of like small pictures.
Wait, Mana, are these the runes you were telling me about?
I know many languages, kind of. So I will take a look. Mana comes up, and he is obviously in the process of being possessed.
Oh, okay.
As Mana, as you say that, you see Principal Felix's eyes widen, and he looks over to his side, and then you just see him. You see something wrap around him. You're not quite sure what it is, but something wraps around him, and he disappears from the frame faster than anything you've ever seen.
No.
That's where we're gonna end today's
No.
story.
No.
So, there's already a clip out with the dog, which is pretty good. I like sent the dog my DM notes and stuff.
Oh,
This
it'd be
episode
really
was
cool.
co-DM'd by.
Coraline.
Yeah.
that
So
feels appropriate.
I want to take any questions from the chat. So if y'all have any questions, either for our characters, like, or for us in general about role playing or our experiences and stuff. You can ask now. Our mods will gather them, and we'll be able to answer any questions. But while those questions are going up, it's our first game, y'all. What y'all think?
I loved it.
I'm still coming down from my mild heart attack. This is delightful. I am so happy right now.
Yeah, sweet. All right, so first question. Do you have a car?
No, like the old man's gonna give me one at some point, but like I still have to get my learner's permit or whatever this semester, so like it's not that big a deal. I'll get a car like probably for my birthday though.
Okay, so you definitely will get one for your birthday.
Definitely.
I don't know if like anybody went to a really wealthy high school. I had like a scholarship to like a really wealthy high school, and in New Jersey at that time the driving age was 17, and these kids, their 17th birthday, they would get
Beamers,
a car, like a brand new car, like a 1997 Jetta, which was huge at that time. And I was like, I'm on scholarship, I don't get a car. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really bad. But all right, when is the next GM prep? So GM preps every Thursday at 10 a.m. So the same time as the show. I won't be doing any story spoilers. So if cast members want to come in, or if anybody want to come in, I won't be like spoiling things. I'll just be like building maps 20. And that kind of stuff. So even though you might see a map or something, I won't tell you how it's going to be used. So don't worry about kind of going in and doing that. So every Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central. This is a nice question. Was this just a reflection of Felix's performance review? That's pretty good. So I'll say that as Felix is being carried away by whatever means, he basically says like, well, performance review, I've never really had to have one. I'm from this family. I'm kind of a big deal. Well, we're kind of a big deal. I mean, we don't get reviewed per se. They kind of just pass us along. And that's why I've been able to establish this cool relationship with my students.
Your students? Someone in chat called him like a golden retriever of a human. I'm like, yes, yes. That's Felix.
So that's how Felix would react.
We just wanted to listen to jump. We didn't want to get jumped.
Mana, are you less into the color black for clothing than other goths? You seem more positive.
I do a lot of color magic because colors have power. So whenever I want to focus on one particular part of my power, then I will embody the color with it, which is why today I am wearing full purple, and she's got like let's say like Prince kind of inspired like little jacket, like full like buttons up kind of a thing, and she even put a cape on with it because capes are cool. So she has that she's wearing. But I very much appreciate and actually adore black because black is all colors. So when I am most in my element, I will wear black.
Sweet. There's another question, and you totally don't have to do this if you don't want, Mana. Sorry, Markeia, but there is a request for a one-car. Can chat get a one-car tarot reading?
Oh.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. How about,
I don't want people to think they can just request things. Hey, Shareef, can you give me $20? I'm in the chat. So.
I want you to rap every word to jump.
Shareef, can you solve this derivative for me real quick?
Oh God.
Let's get a one card 1 card guidance. Oh, okay. So for the chat today, I pulled 9 of cups for you for guidance
Ooh.
for your day to day.
Oh, I
So
love that tarot card.
yeah,
that's
this is Modern Witch, and it's very inclusive
So
with
that's
cool.
beautiful.
I love that.
yeah, that's great.
So what I will say for the chat right now, or whenever you're watching this, the thing to guide you in today is to be happy with the things that you have collected. There's so many times where we do not pay attention to what we already have, and today it is very important to not look at the things that you feel like you're missing out on, but to look at the things that you've already accumulated. And this is not just material possessions. So that's your guidance for today.
I
Oh my
will
God.
definitely have to message you offline about that deck because I
I
don't
am
do
feeling
it.
so attacked.
like,
Oh my God.
It
I'd
looks
say,
incredible.
excuse me.
Did not. Whew.
Okay, another question. For Meadow, was the orange juice and cereal always in the plan?
They're just trying to tear us
I
apart.
don't plan nothing.
No,
No,
they are
but
trying to divide us. They're trying to divide
I'm
us.
so excited though that my horrific quirk ended up in this child though. I'm so excited about it.
That's incredible. Okay. Great. Winter, where do you want to go to college, or what do you want to do for a career?
I don't believe in college. I don't believe in organized education past a specific legally required level. I will say that my passion is both miniatures and photography, and I'm kind of hoping to not necessarily partake in surveillance per se, but just see where that takes me.
She's gonna become
All right.
some kind of super spy, and I'm here for it.
Sweet. Well, thanks for the questions, everybody. We are going to roll into some outros so we can make sure that we end on time. I got a lot of good stuff for the GM prep session today. We will be building some cool things that we talked about. Very cool. All right, so let's start with Noir.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram as the Noir Enigma. You can find me on TikTok by dropping the. I am in a number of games these days. Tomorrow you can catch me over on Elephant Network with Degrees of Madness. It's me with the Perception Studio team, so it's Call of Cthulhu plus Puppets. On Wednesdays you can find me over on Black Cats Gaming for our spy game Hexcrawl protocol. It runs using the spy game system, and we're playing with the creator Sam Webb, so definitely check that out. Later on Wednesday you can find me on TPK Roleplay for Darkest Night Brightest Light, our Curse of Strahd campaign. Thursdays you can find me over on Unmade Gaming for our Expanse TTRPG Entanglement. And then on Saturday morning you can find me over on Critical Misses for Morning Ritual. Our guest this week is going to be Sarah Is Coffee. I'm really looking forward to that. Love her TikTok content. And last but not least, on Sunday, you can find me over on Cobalt Press's channel, where I am GMing their Into the Southlands campaign. But that is me.
Packed schedule. All right. Markeia.
Yeah, I need to work on getting more games online because I do not have that kind of schedule going on. Today until, okay. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markeia McCarty. It's just my full name. If you are just like, Twitch oriented, then I'm Darth Markeia. If you're Facebook, Markeia TV. It's basically my name in places. So as far as finding me, and so tomorrow, with Hunters Entertainment, you go to twitch.tv/Hunters Entertainment. I will be doing Outbreak Undead. My character there is completely different from Mana. She's a stealthy rogue type who is probably going to get a little backstabby and will probably go down for that. So yeah, that'd be something to look forward to. That's 6 p.m. PT. That's every Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm doing a live stream for my channel, Something Scary. That's an animated horror channel. It's like weekly episodes. You go to youtube.com/snarled, and I will be doing that at 3 p.m. PT if you want to join in. I read scary stories live for the community, along with talking about crystals. Sometimes they ask for tarot. Feel free to ask, if you want to join in on that live stream. So, and okay, that's my games and streams for this week. Just want to remind for Hunters Entertainment, I'm also the marketing manager for that. And our Kickstarter is in its final hours. It ends tonight at 6 p.m. PT. It's Gods of Metal Ragnarok, which is a heavy metal RPG fantasy where you literally burst out of the world of Mundania, which is a gray drab world, so you can rock out and Ragnarok, which is everything that it sounds like. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
It's and we're in our final hours. Go ahead and take a look at it, and that's everything for me.
Awesome. Kailey.
Hey everybody, I'm Kailey Bray. You can find me on Twitter at HoppaBarbarian. I am live on Fridays and Saturdays on the Pixel Circus channel. Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific as a player in Failed Save, and Saturdays 6 p.m. Pacific as the GM for Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice, the Disney Princess Dungeons and Dragons show. And otherwise, you can find me behind the TWDU handle on our official Twitch for Walking Dead.
Awesome. And Shu.
Hi, y'alls. I am Shu. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at Hello There Shu. I definitely need a couple more games just to catch up with my very cool pals on this stream. And my dog's name is Coraline, and she's available for all of your GM needs. You can find her on Instagram at Coraline the Brindle Pup. And I gotta say, you can pay her either in hot dogs or you can pay me cash anytime.
Literally,
Definitely the
following her
MVP
right
for
now.
today's session.
Yeah, that was the MVP. I have to donate
I might
part of my money to
I might need to change the thumbnail.
yeah,
Coraline.
that was incredible. And for me, I'm Shareef. I'll your GM today. So my streaming schedule: Sundays at noon Central, Rivals of Waterdeep, twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. We're in season 9. We're headed to Candlekeep. It's a D&D 5e campaign. Awesome, fun. Obviously Mondays are here. Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. I do our weekly video game stream at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. I'm playing through Spiritfarer, which is awesome. I'm having a great time with it. And on Thursdays at 10 a.m., I'm doing GM prep for this Kids on Bike session. So if you want to see how I build maps, how I organize my notes, all that good stuff, make sure to come to here, twitch.tv/Roll20app for that. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining. We will see y'all next week. Find out what happened to Principal Felix. Good night, everybody.